Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tornado Survival Season 7, Episode 25. And in today's episode, we're going to build a semi-big build for once. A new surface build. And that is going to be a barn. So if you watched last episode, I mentioned I went out and found a mesa biome because I got sick of never having any terracotta, and for the next two builds in this series, I'm going to need terracotta, so I got a bunch of it in here. Some white terracotta, light gray, normal terracotta, and orange, and then there's brown and more white terracotta. So we got a fair amount of terracotta in here, is basically what I'm saying. And in this episode, I want to use a lot of this terracotta to build a barn. So I'm going to gather up, oh man, we need to dye these shulker boxes because I went and got more of those in the last episode as well. So we're going to do that real quick. So we need blue. We're going to get this for light blue. Don't really have many options in here. There's white, and then there's, I need a couple of that. I think this actually gives you light blue. Yeah, so we don't even need any of the spare crap. Red, yellow, and then orange, and then, yeah, I need that for orange. Should give us light gray, and let's see, do we have any other colors in here? I know there's pink, so we'll get that. So let's start crafting all these different colored dyes so that I can, excuse me, I'm just dumb, that's why. So I can keep track of every color. So let's get a couple shulker boxes and try to grab all the empty ones. So yellow, red, or okay, hello, red, gray, light gray, light blue, and orange. And then we'll get white. Alright, there we go. There's some colors. Let's get pink. Alright, there we go. And then how do you get magenta? Isn't that a combination of these two? Yeah. There we go. So there's magenta. And then let's smelt up some cactus so that we can get light green, green, and then cyan. So there's a couple more colors. So let's start organizing some of these while we wait. Oh, there's black. How do we get that? Ink sac. So there's black. So I usually try to organize these in a consistent color scheme, whatever I'm gonna do. Did I ever get a proper blue one? I don't think I did. So here's blue. And then all these. Then pink. Do we have any cocoa beans? I don't think I've discovered a jungle. Yeah, 'cause that's how you get brown. So let's get some more of this. So we need 3 more. So there's green. There's light green, or I guess technically lime. And then I believe this is how you get cyan. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so there's 4, 8, 13. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4. It leaves 6 uncolored. I think that's good for now, because I don't know of any other colors, because I'm stupid. So let's take 2 of the empty shulker boxes. So yeah, oh, that was kind of for nothing. And we're gonna get a bunch of terracotta and put it in here. We're also going to clean out my inventory. I have to also gather a bunch of oak, because we need a lot of oak for this build as well. And a lot of spruce, but luckily we have tree farms for all of this, so getting all this shouldn't be too hard. And I thought I got more terracotta than that. That's all we got. Might have to go back one of these days. So I honestly don't know how much we're going to need. So let's mine this. I have to go repair this pickaxe, so I'm going to go do that. So we're going to try to get all the red that I have, which is really not a whole lot. So we're probably going to have to take a trip to the house. But I'm going to go repair my tools, and then I'll see you guys at the house. I actually figured since I haven't shown this farm in a while, I'll go ahead and mend everything on camera and give me a little bit of time to talk. So we're going to turn this the hell down because, my God, that's loud. Uh-oh. Getting a little low on the HP here. So I quickly just want to talk about the series for a minute. I have a lot of build ideas in mind right now that I would like to get done. And that should get us to around episode 35 of this season. Because the next 2 or 3 episodes are going to be primarily focused on this barn. Likely 2 episodes, because I do plan to do a time lapse here in a little bit. I think in the next episode, though, I want to focus on the interior, so this episode's mostly just going to be focused on the exterior. Probably going to record both of those episodes today. And then once we finish the barn, I mentioned that I wanted to do the statue build. That was originally going to be what I was going to do in this episode, but I figured switch it up a little bit and do the barn instead, since you know, it's a big build and I kind of just want to get it out of the way. So we're going to do the barn today, and then once we finish the barn, we're going to do the statue and then all the other builds, and hopefully have all the build ideas done by episode 35, because I do have a big project in mind for one of the builds. And yeah, it's going to take some time, but you know, it'll be fun in the long run, and I think it'll be worth it because it'll help the look of this world a little bit, hopefully, and kind of give us some use for the rivers. We can use them for transportation, maybe. Might set up some kind of, like, I'm not exactly sure. I might use the rivers for transportation later in the season. I probably won't. I'm not exactly sure on that. But that's going to be a lot of work, and I'm looking forward to that. And you may also notice I have a lot less levels than I did last episode. Yeah, I died off camera because I was trying to fly through the railway tunnel, and yeah. So we're just not going to talk about that, but since I have this farm, it's not really that hard to get the levels back. So on episode 30, I plan to do the world tour, since that's about the midpoint of the season right there. It's usually a good episode to do a world tour, because that's 30 whole episodes right there. So that's pretty decent. I'm not exactly confirming that there's going to be 60 episodes of the season, but there's at least going to be 30. So that's I can promise 30, but I can't promise 60. Season 5 didn't make it to 60, so I don't think this season's going to do it either. But I think once all the big builds that I have in mind are out of the way, I think we're going to start on the railway, or the surface railroad, I should say, which I kind of want to talk about the underground railway real quick. Hopefully in between all this time, I get that finished, because I still have not done anything with it. It's an utter disaster. And since there's not really much room to do the redstone in that underground base, it just makes it so hard to have that fully functioning. So I'm going to have to completely just say sayonara to the current wiring and just redo it all. I've been putting it off, so that's going to be something I do off camera, because I cannot be asked to do an episode on that. Or I could do it in a live stream, but I'd preferably just do it off camera, because yeah, it's a lot of work. But I think once we get all the big builds out of the way that I have in mind as of right now, we'll start on the surface railroad, and then yeah, we'll finish out this season. That's kind of my thinking, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do after this season's over. That's kind of something I've been kind of stuck on recently, because once the season ends, I mentioned that I want to move away from the whole tornado survival thing, and I'd like to start doing other things, because tornado survival is quite irrelevant, And I know there's some smaller people out there that still do the series and they don't really get that much out of it. But I think I'm one of the more known tornado survival YouTubers at that. So I think I'm like the last actual like professional provider of the series, I guess you could say. I know that sounds a little strange, but there's a reason this series is dying, and there's a reason I'm making the decision to move away from it. Friends of mine who've done the series have moved away from it, and they have no plans on coming back, so I'm kind of stuck there as well. So, yeah, once the season goes, then we're just going to move on, and if something catastrophic happens with the mod, which we know won't happen, because 1.18 and 1.20 were both jokes. 1.20 was better, but still, it's not worthy of a series or a season or anything on it. So, and if there was ever a future series on an updated version of the mod, it'd likely be a multiplayer series. Probably with a chance. I don't know about modded, but it'd be with one of those two people. So, I'm tired of sitting here at this farm. The pickaxe is good enough. So, we're going to fly back, and hopefully we spawn at spawn, because that give us a little boost. I'm sure we're going to spawn the underground base. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. So there was a storm on radar when I went to the nether, but I noticed something with this is when you go to a different dimension, the storms die. So we won't be chasing that storm. But right, we're gonna get into building this barn now. I plan to do it, and I plan to do a time lapse of me building the frame of it. I want to make a quick trip down here real quick and get some gunpowder for fireworks. I don't know if I have any paper in here. Nope. Yeah, this is all the stuff that falls with having the backpack mod. Kind of gets annoying. I wonder if there's like a feature with the mod where I can turn like droppable backpacks off. I wonder if that's a thing. Probably not. So I'm going to go in here and get some more fireworks because I'm going to need them. And then we'll get started. And I also need to get some dye out here because I'm sure I have some in here. So let's get paper first. I have no paper. All right. Let's see, red flowers 15. Do I have any beetroot? No. So we have 32 poppy flowers. And do I have any sugarcane in there? Yeah, I've got 13. It's more than nothing, I guess. Let's just put all this back. So basically my idea, let's get oak, which got a whole lot of oak in here. Well, I need to do terraforming anyways. So I'm going to show you where I want to put this barn. So we're going to follow the path right through here. And we're going to take a little detour right about here. And the path is essentially just going to cut straight through here. We're going to cover up these little bits of water. The barn's going to go right here. Of course, we're going to flatten all this out. Essentially right now. I don't know how big this is actually. Well, I do, but I'm lagging, of course. Why wouldn't I be? It's just my luck, you know. Yeah. It's kind of why, and this is like another reason why I don't want to really do anything other than this series right now, because it just gets harder and harder to record, especially with this like I think it's latency lag. It's so annoying, and it's infuriating. So we're gonna flatten all this out, which I want to turn that down a little bit. I'm not exactly sure how much space we need necessarily, and I also don't want to completely flatten this entire area out. Man, the sun's going down on me already. So let's just kind of shave all this back so it looks semi-natural. We'll kind of rebuild this here. And get rid of the rest of this. And we're going to fill in these couple of holes. And do I have any torches on me? I don't have much of anything on me now. There's coal in here. Yeah, there's a whole stack of spruce in there. That'll be used for this barn. There we go. We're gonna get some torches really fast because you're not gonna want to see this. But let's eat real quick. Blind your eyes, people. And we're just gonna cover this hole up. Pretend it doesn't even exist. And the barn is gonna sit right on top. So I'm gonna have to switch back and forth between the two worlds that I have. So this is where the time lapse is gonna come in. So I'm gonna sleep, and then I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna go gather up wood and maybe some more dye, and then we'll get started. guys, so that's pretty much the exterior of the barn. How did I just say? Exterior of the barn done, pretty much. I'm gonna go in here and light it up real quick because, yeah, there's quite the assortment of mobs in here, and we don't really want that necessarily. This isn't meant to be a mob farm, and there's mobs coming in from everywhere. My God. Yeah. Building things can get annoying, as you can see. And I'm not even gonna bother flying away before I light it up in here. Ow. I feel like we're gonna get an explosion or two in here. Just gonna try to back away from the creepers. Because I do want the gunpowder. I will get rid of that stupid helmet. So I was putting the torches 3 blocks higher in the creative world, so I'll do that again. And I'm actually liking the way this barn looks. I was a little bit skeptical on it in the creative world, but I think it looks nice in here. So that's a plus. And there's going to be a couple of these that I'm going to have to fill in. So we'll do that, get this place lit up, and I still got to do the interior. We're going to focus on the interior next episode. Because I feel like this one's already running on pretty long. I'm not exactly sure how long the time lapse was. I know I slept a couple times, so it was at least a half hour. And I've been getting this stupid freaking latency lag, and it's really pissing me off. So I've just been trying to keep my cool. But trust me, this is really infuriating. So it just does it all the freaking time. I'll actually place these 2 blocks lower. I'm trying to keep everything looking like symmetrical in a sense. I'm already out of torches. That's incredible. Let's make some more. Trying to keep everything symmetrical. So, yeah. But yeah, the interior we're going to focus on next episode. We're going to go up there and light it all up. We're going to go sleep and we're going to get a good look at the outside. Then we're gonna wrap up this episode. Pretty fun build. It's been a while since I've built a barn. Ignore my spam chats, but sometimes I just gotta let words out. So we're gonna quickly just fly away from here so all these freaking mobs despawn. We're just gonna let everything unload really fast. Alright, that should be good. So, in a sense, it kind of looks like a church, but it's a barn. So maybe we'll have animals and Sunday Mass in here. I don't know, we'll see. But there will be, windows and stuff here, well, fenced windows. And then the next episode, I'm also going to build the parking area thingamabagoo, whatever it's called. And I'm also flatten this back a little bit more. I'm probably just going to get rid of this entire thing back here. Yeah, it's actually pretty close to the sky staying. I didn't realize it was right there still. Because I did want to put a grazing area out here for the animals, and I think just having this here is just going to be in the way. So we'll flatten this out, and thinking about putting the silo here. I think that's a good spot for it. But we'll get rid of this since I don't have to go back up there now. The exterior should be done other than the windows and stuff, of course, but we'll just clear some of my inventory. And let's get one more good look. I really like the window up there. It's not often you see glass on a barn, but, in some instances it fits. So yeah, in the next episode we will finish this. I might go ahead and record the next episode. Yeah, I might do a little bit of off-camera work and see, but basically one huge issue is I don't think I have all the hay that I need in here because I want this to be a hay floor. So yeah, this is gonna be a bit rough, but hey, that's what off-camera work is for. And there's just mob loot everywhere. So yeah, I'm gonna end this episode because yeah, we got to get it edited already. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are liking this barn so far. It's aight. Definitely not the best thing I could have done given the circumstances of every other build in here. But hey, you know, it's a barn. Barns are typically ugly on the exterior anyways, so it's really not too bad specifically for what it is. So, but the interiors of barns are actually quite cool. So in the next episode we'll finish it, and I'll probably get the path connected off camera. And then in the episode after that, I guess either do the statue or some finishing touches to this, because I knew this was going to take a couple episodes. This is the biggest barn I've built in the series, because the one in Season 5 was pretty trash. I was eventually going to build a bigger one, but I never did, and also I'm noticing a little error, so let's fix that. Terracotta. Let's just fix this little bug I made. I'm sure it's going to be like that on the other side as well. So let's go fix that, and then end off the episode. Did have a tornado. I didn't... Oh, hello. Where in the hell did you come from? My guess is up there somewhere, maybe. Light level is looking a little sad in here, so we'll just place a few temporary torches. Yeah, once we get everything lit up, no mobs will spawn in here. So yeah, was this messed up on this side too? Yeah. Small little things you gotta correct, but hey, this barn isn't too bad. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.